was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carry for Nick Chubb, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. At the 25-yard line. Here's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 22-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Browns 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Darrell Worley.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
On the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
With the give to Ezekiel Elliott. He was brought down by Curtis Weaver. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Noah Brown. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down and 4. Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Kaderl Hodge has it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Not much there, only a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Cowboys 7, Browns 0.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Handoff comes to Chubb. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
A give. This is Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
To throw, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
For the Cowboys.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
33-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Rashard Higgins.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there, 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Instead of 4th down, they'll be able to start over now in the red zone.
And field position still has huge value in the NFL. As you said, in the red zone, that really hurts them.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for...
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the 2nd half with a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Oh, boy.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
A gain of 21.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield now. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
Good.
A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
The 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Browns 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
On the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carry now for Elliott. And they'll They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ezekiel Elliott.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Ball carrier.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to roam. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Mayfield dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Mayfield. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Cowboys 21.
25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cowboys, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.